How would you feel if I told you that perfection doesn't actually exist and it's just a perception of what you've taught yourself to adhere to over the years? Today's video explores some of the reasons why it's so much more productive, conducive for you to focus your energy and your time on making progress rather than getting things done perfectly, which most of the time is what holds a lot of us back. Hey loves, if you don't know me, my name is Jeanette and I'm the founder of the Women's Entrepreneurial Network, which is an online platform created to help aspirational women like you start, grow and glow your online business. Why is it that so many of us choose to get caught up on being perfectionists when it's such a counterproductive way for us to live our lives? And why is it that these traits seem to affect women a lot more than they affect men? We let perfectionism hold us back from asking questions, asking for a raise, applying for a new job, until we can be completely certain that we know what the outcome's going to be. I think it's because as women we tend to care a lot about what people think of us, how we're perceived, or that simply making a mistake or saying the wrong thing is going to lower our value. And that's just not true. What if I told you that your desire to achieve perfection was simply based off of an illusion? An illusion which is based on the perception that you have taught yourself, that we have all taught ourselves to believe over the years. As far as I'm concerned, perfection doesn't actually exist. It's perceptive, and it's probably one of the main reasons that you are not where you want to be today. Focusing on the wrong things at the wrong time will massively stop us or delay us from achieving our goals. It's so much better to move forward than to be stuck trying to perfect something that you believe isn't perfect because your perception of what perfectionism is doesn't allow you to, when the truth is that it's absolutely fine. We really need to learn how to shift the focus so that we can stop being prisoners of our own excellence. I think being caught up on perfectionism, always doing things the right way, always making sure that, everything is a success is such a waste of time, and it's a shame because we learn from doing things, putting things out there, making ourselves vulnerable and making mistakes. That's how we get better. And I think our fear of failure is really closely linked to us wanting to be perfectionists in everything that we do. But what I would say is don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and don't be afraid to be imperfect, because ultimately that's what makes you human. Okay, so to be clear, what I'm not saying is that you should do things half-heartedly or not put love or not put effort into the things that you are doing. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, once you've done something, don't be afraid to move on from it. It's done. There's no point in spending an unnecessary amount of time going over something, trying to make it perfect when perfection doesn't actually exist. Again, think about and strive for progress. How many of us are guilty of spending an insane amount of time trying to get something up to a level that we consider to be perfection? I know I'm definitely guilty of this, but it's such a counterproductive way to work and way to live our lives, especially when perfection is so perceptive. Over the past few years, I've really started to consider this more and more. What I deem to be perfect is not what someone else sees as perfect. And, what I look at and think is okay might be so valuable to someone else. I just need to get it out there and believe in what I'm doing right. And you need to do the same. Focusing your energy more so on making progress over perfection is going to allow you to make strides over your business, or in your business and in your life. And it's so much more important to make steady progress and get things done than it is to focus on guarding yourself against the possibilities of making a mistake. Let's be real, you're going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But as I said earlier, we learn from them, and they are ultimately what make us better, what make us do things better, see things differently, and achieve more. And in some regards, that's what makes us authentic. We need to stop being so hard on ourselves and realize that sometimes compromise is what is needed to actually get things out the door so that we can start making the impact in the world that we want to make. Perfectionism is really closely related to procrastination. And I don't know if you've heard that before, but often if we're fearful of something, we're fearful of what people are going to say, of what people are going to think, we hold on to something. And in some cases end up doing nothing with the things that we're working on because of the reasons, because of the fear of rejection, the fear of what people are going to think or say, or the fear of feeling like we're not good enough. But the truth is that nobody expects you to be perfect. It comes from within you. And so it's up to you to realize that you are good enough. What you're doing is good enough. The next time that you spend a ridiculous amount of time going over and over a piece of work, a piece of content, or something that you've been putting off doing, my hope is that you give yourself a break and really give yourself a bit of a pat on the back without sounding too cliche. As I've said a number of times throughout this video, perfection is perceptive. So you need to unlearn the things that you've learned over the years that have caused you to become someone who focuses so much on being a perfectionist. The thing about perfection is it applies to so many different areas within our lives. And there's certain techniques and tools that can help you. But ultimately the power is in your mind, and you need to really start to believe in yourself, your own capabilities, and realize that nobody is expecting you to be perfect, because nobody is perfect. And the sooner you realize that, the more productive and the more progress I know you will start making in your business and in your life. I'll leave some information in the description box so that you're able to find out how the Women's Entrepreneurial Network can help you to move forward in your business. If you're not already following us on Instagram, be sure to head over there now and follow us for your daily dose of inspiration. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can be notified of all the videos that we make in the future. As always, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to showing up for you again soon. Ciao!